Hello, hello, hello. We are here, we are outside for once. I don't know if TTS is working. I might have to get it. We are in a very nondescript space away from where I live. So hopefully I found the topic. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe we'll send some messages just so I can make sure, because basically while I'm you won't be able to see them. But that did not happen like this. I am on my bike right now, so while I'm riding around, I should have TTS in my ear. So the ears shouldn't come through on stream, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just basically, like the title says, just doing a test. My camera will go off. I'm just going to check it. Yeah. Oh, there are messages.
Shiny__ welcomed everyone to the pantry party.
Also, thanks for the welcome. I can't see a thing. Also, let me restart the GTO guess my location. Let me restart the TTS thing and see if that helps. 1 second. So basically, I want to be able to get the documents online now. It says it's listening, so I can send more messages and you'll see if it can do. I can't read the chat right now. Basically, whenever I'm on camera, I can't see the chat unless this thing I've got going to the side works. But right now, it does not seem to be doing it, which is very annoying. Oh, it kicked in. Okay. So it should, next message sent, I should be able to hear it, hopefully from this way. After that, we can just get a little bit of a ride in the tractor, see how well the quality is. It's given me at least a voice to be able to pick. Again, this is me doing a lot of dressing. Yeah, that's my bit. I don't know when that message is sent. Let me just, I'm going to give you free reign for a second to spam, basically, because I have a voice now up on this app. So let's just get going. If I hear messages, that's great. If not, I'm going to apologize. Let's go. And obviously, I have to start it on the fun downhill bit before it gets more back up the hills. Also, there might be something like just not much I can do other than turn my head away from them. One thing to learn a lot from is people just have no spatial awareness. Oh, I had chat. Yeah, right now I'm in headphones. I might have to pick up like a lab or something. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do like either cross the channel or like a 6-hour drive to Snipely, it's kind of a shame that I don't know probably by the time we try and do that. And my gear just left. That's good.
Scream at the top of your lungs, I am streaming, so shut up at someone.
I am like very conscious because wait, I just try and adjust myself. I'm super conscious because obviously there's people around me and I'm just chatting to myself. The upside is so many people are used to people talking over things. Yeah, I mean, let's just you look over to the right there. That is kind of ridiculous. It is kind of like peak time for people getting up away. Although I am on the right direction, although I just look over my shoulder there. Rolling's coming down now. Some people coming into something. So basically, yeah, well, Probably a few streams, unless we have places that we want me to go. I'm going to be picking it up around Central Liverpool. And on the road. We can go on the road. When it gets less windy, audio quality should be better. But that's the consequence of going fast. And then like low budget, well, you know, I think I'm ride slow. I could go around the scenic bit, or I could, you know, let's go around the scenic bit. Have it look a bit better and have the audio be a bit better because I'm not going to be riding as fast. I'm taking bird, making everything for me. And hopefully the video quality is good as well. So, this is one of the fun things which is kind of like. Yeah, I own the city. This is my city. Kind of. Even though I do not claim the city. I'm probably like the least like proud Scouse person you will ever meet. I'm just like, oh, I am from where I am. It's also like I'm very much just like I don't care where I'm from, I don't care where anyone else is from. Like the whole I mean stream site now, you know, like what A roads and animal. Now ooh, do I pick the hey well let's tilt you up so you can see a bit more. There you go. Radio City Tower, that's how you know we're in Central. Or as we just call it, because we're very creative, town. You can tell we're in Central because there's more money in place. They put in very nice bike lanes right here. There we go. So, oh, yeah, I was talking about today. I'm to like look off the side of my head. The mic in what I think is my right ear, but does not actually win this direction. Yeah, streaming wise, basically how this is set up. I'm just on a video call with myself. It's the most probably antisocial thing I'll ever say on like internet thing. So on a desktop. On my desktop, I have like a video call with myself. And otherwise, all the overlays and that are done by my PC. So pretty much, a lot of the computing and the streaming side of this is done on there. Saves my phone like running itself to death. Pretty much means all I have to do while I'm streaming a bit is just have my phone on me. I don't have to have the whole like streaming backslash sort of thing that a lot of people do. But it's probably a more robust setup and will work way better. But this is so much more lightweight and it still has the same sort of issue that a load of IRL with way more, which is like mobile connection. So if I've got no like 5G or 6G or whatever works, you know, if I have none of that connection, then we have no stream. But the stream will still be up, but we'll have no video call. I just kind of have to rely on anyone watching to tell me there is no video feed. And you'll just see like my little icon. Yeah, only downside is I can't hear any alerts or like subs or follows or stuff. So again, it is sort of down to me being told what's going on. So anyone follows or like subs, resubs, whatever, then bits, donations, whatever, just scream at me. The bing bongs won't work. Can't quite hear the bing bongs. I think I do want to eventually kind of learn how to make an app to pass all that audio through, but it comes to the point where I like how simple this setup is that I just need my phone on me. Hopefully, I'm like, oh, easy now. Yeah, just my phone, and also it's running at the minute, like obviously constantly a video call. That's how much I can like keep train of thought online. Constantly running a video call, so it's one of my battery down a bit. Hello, is it? That's a odd choice. Some beat music, some Vivaldi, I think it is. Then yeah, phone is gonna run down real quick. So the only major issue was otherwise everything else is pretty simple. So would be like, how do I keep a call for long enough that it feels like at least it was like my goal pretty much was try and make it last for around an hour, probably. If I was doing something like IRL, I was like a rough ballpark train, but no. Walking around the counter, that's why I actually called the phone in the bathroom. Easy enough. But what if I wanted to do stuff like this? Then it gets more awkward. How do I hold the camera, hold the battery, and also have two hands on the handlebars and brakes and stuff? Okay. Actually start to get slightly out of bed. So pretty much took a phone holder that I had from the mic stand, put it on the handlebars, so that's how you get like the nice angle, hopefully. You can see stuff, the majority of it's floor, but you know, that's just what you get. And also, I have a little bag that has currently 2 batteries in, and one of them still charging, so that's great. And wrapped it around my handlebars in a way where the cable shouldn't tug. We all love a good tug every now and again, but you know, can't be tugging all the time, otherwise things might break. And welcome to my thoughts while I'm riding around. This happens a lot. You believe me? Like, you think I can be bad when I'm like sitting down playing games. It gets worse when my mind's just like idle. And I can't wait for, I mean, hopefully, like the music in the background covers it up. Some of the music. I can pause it. Oh, the other side of this is obviously like, I'm video calling in, I'm gonna swap scenes. We have the start scene at the start of the stream. I can swap scenes on my computer. So, like I said, I want my computer to run a lot of it. So they've got the overlays, they've got chats. I can still swap scenes if I need to. I basically got TeamViewer so I can remote in. I've set that up so it should be easy enough. That is also why my camera goes off every now and again. That is just something that I have to deal with whenever I tab out on the phone. We're also going towards the album drop. I'm kind of going to go right and then I'm tired. Gotta look terrible when it's not like bouncing tires and stuff. It's like, it's not jumping again. It should be alright. I've done enough tests for this. This has been like a long time in the kind of like tech testing process. This whole setup, like the OBS to do whatever stream-wise, plus phone, plus battery. Like otherwise everything else is free. if anyone wants to IRL stream themselves, like this isn't something that I kind of do all the time, but it's a possibility. I might have days where I don't want to fit in. Like, if it's like more towards the summer because right now, as you can see, beautiful with weather. Just typical, everything is grey and what I'm saying with a even pile of clothing. It's beautifully grey. If I was to colour grade this footage, it'd look great just seeing in real life. Just look. Yeah, as we get towards the summer, we're talking about a lot nicer and not threatening to rain. Oh, thankfully, another thing, because obviously, we're in the UK. So I have to think, well, what if it rains? What if factories get wet and shit? What happens then? Phones doesn't look perfectly. They're all like a water tag, so that would be okay. But you know, like let's keep going. I'm on a timer once it starts. So if it does start last week, I know we'll be able to say like, it's time to end stream. Thankfully, I only have to wait for the VOD about 20 seconds after that point, roughly. Just so I've got enough time for the end card, want to do the transition, and then I can get off and make sure I get myself back. So, this is probably also one of the VODs that I'm going to watch back most. To see like where it's quality better, where it's quality worse. Get my breath. I'm going to take you down in front of the DOX. You'll get a nice view of hopefully London. Yeah, there you go. The last night, I don't want to sound like someone's. I think, but you can just tell when someone's looking down at the phone, it's all tunnel vision, the spatial awareness. And I don't know if it's because I'm like a bit brain broken and I'm constantly aware of everything. Like even when I'm walking around on floor, I'm trying not to. I always do like kind of like when I'm when I'm riding or when I'm driving, I'm still like if I want to walk right, I'm going to walk my shoulder just to see if I walk into anyone. Usually like very spatially aware. Oh, I'd give you a nice little view. So you know roughly where I am, and you can stream snipe me and dock me and whatever you feel like doing. It's actually not looking too bad today. Although it does definitely look better on camera than it does in real life. It's so like, it's not quite foggy or hazy, but I think you know what I mean. It's just cold. Okay, let's sort that out. Just give you a nice little view along here. If I'm chatting too much, feel free just to tell me to shut the hell up. That is also perfectly fine with me. Yeah, other than that, you know, everything's good, chill. This is I'm not sure if I'm fully articulated what my plan is because I want to schedule, but I want to semi-schedule because especially at like this weird point I've got at the minute where I've got a big project that I'm working on in the background. I want to script, I also want to sit down, just want to watch stuff. So yesterday it was a 50-50 of like, I'm gonna get in the middle of your pictures. very easy to hopefully stay most of the suspension is good. Yeah, I was like, do a stream. I was like, I know the Dougie's going to be fine. I thought I'd just chill, write bits of script to Dougie's. That's what I did. But pretty much, I'm going to turn the schedule off, but I'm aiming for at least twice a week. Get the streams out and ideas that I want to do. So kind of a schedule, kind of not. Just like I guess you've worked in, I was going to say retail. I have a job. That's my KPI. My key performance indicator is get 2 streams out. One of the sub goals for that is, well, not sub goals in terms like Twitch or like YouTube. One of my, there's no other way to put it really. One of my sub goals outside of just 2 streams a week is have fun doing streams 2 times a week. Which is where I feel like doing the streams the way I planned out is going to be a bit better. There's no stress to stream on Tuesday and stream on Thursday. It's just when is stuff ready, does stuff need tweaking? I'm fucking interested in it. I thought these were just like lights up the Christmas tree, kind of you know. Yeah, so twice a week, have fun with it. That's like the, so there's still pressure for me to do it, but on the upside, you should get better streams whenever I do. All the so watching the Dougie Jesse did give me the idea of like how close to a bad stream can we get? And my nose is running, so apologies for sniffles. But how close to a bad stream can we get while still having it be somewhat entertaining? Like, can we ride that line of like chaos is fun before it tips over to just being a mess, pretty much? I imagine someone taking it is not good, are they? I got to go right the way around. Actually, let's the pan on there. Very important. Let's give you a very sort of view of the other dock. Cinematic kind. Yeah, so that's an idea for a stream, and I have enough tools. Let's put it that way. I have enough stuff and things to hopefully make it interesting and fun. But maybe I could cut through there. Maybe. Okay. So. Yeah, so that is maybe the idea for potentially tomorrow, later this week, whenever I've kind of got time. Because one of the things that also in mind was like trying to keep this obviously fun for myself. Not like it's a fight, but I did like very heavily acknowledge that how do I word it? No. Yeah, I need to work with how my brain works, essentially. So, what that sort of means, and this is one way to sometimes I will get hyper focused because I have diagnosed everything. I'm just terrible at going to the doctor, so nothing's ever pretty much going to be diagnosed if I stay the way I am. You know, it's going to what used to be the area, that is now like the MS bar. What was will always be that. Yeah, I'm great. I forgot this down, and now there's that seems to be all the works for me. So remember in the mood where like I just want to watch stream and write script. That's what I want to do. And then if there's no pressure in streaming, it doesn't feel as much like work. Then I'm going to be more excited, obviously, to jump into streams whenever the idea is cooked enough. Which is something I realise I've been doing this long enough that now past a couple of these ideas I'm just not doing. But I was thinking like when I make pancakes on pancake day and like stuff like that. I still got the stupid April Fools. Oh no, I can't do it. It's gonna require a lot of work. Well, a lot of prep will be the laziest actual stream. Whew. The cold actually getting real. That's the actual one. Also, I want to try to keep. Well, actually, this will be a good test. Maybe. No, I can imagine it just being horrible. So basically, I am like a smooth scarfy type thing. Just the material, but it means basically when I'm breathing, I'm not breathing directly cold air. It gets kind of cold air, warm on the way in the fabric. But the way I've got to like have it so it doesn't come down and maybe like stop the wind on the headphone. It has to be over it, which I can imagine the fabric would just rub and just make a ton of noise without there and that's where it was. I was gonna say how would it be mad about the seats coming call maybe. If I let's come to the end here. Yeah, this is welcome to Liverpool. Don't know where you're based, but this is Liverpool in a nutshell. It was brighter earlier, the clouds took over, and it looks, let's be honest, looks shit. Yeah, this is just like heavily a tech test. We're going to see where signal's better, where signal is worse, how the audio holds up, whether I need to look into different solutions for things. Well, I guess if we get a second one, maybe. No, I mean, well, I'm assuming at this point you've probably seen some of my content. Not the biggest fan of Pokemon Go. The only things I actually need from Pokemon Go, I finally have, unless they release more exclusives, which I don't think they will. Let's go this way. Yeah, because the last one I needed for like shiny decks, which I still need to make a short of, I've got the footage for and everything, was shiny Meltan and Melmetal. I managed to get 2 of them last time it was released because I missed it being released 2 or 3 times at this point. So yeah, got that. Then went and got all like the candies and stuff, and now I hopefully, fingers crossed, never need to touch that game ever again. Because even if they release shinies, like exclusive shiny legendaries like they've done with Dashing and Vampender, for me, the way I'm doing my shiny deck, it doesn't bother me. Because I have the origin clause, so unless they release some form of like station in Zamazenta in Sword and Shield somehow. Let's assume like many years down the line they get a remake. Then that's when I'll be bothered. Otherwise, not really. Not too bothered. Speaking of that, actually, I mean, not trying that's why, because I guess games-wise and whatever, there is a. There is something else that I've been working on, guys, which is being able to get essentially game view, recording, streaming, whatever, that whole thing set up. I am missing one tiny bit of tech and then I can do it. So I've managed to be able to play the games I need to play, or like not needed, obligated to play games, everything that I want to play. And for the content I've been able to do, I just need like input adapters because just a box to control. So it's starting to rain, which is very great to me. Well, I can have input like I do a Switch from an Xbox or like a PS3. But as your consoles get older, which is not the best thought for me to have, because that means I'm getting older as well. Inputs have changed over time. Before they were like standardized to like HDMI and DisplayPort. No social awareness, which is dickhead. No, it annoys me. Like, you're walking around, at least have noise cancelling off. Like, you don't have to have it as pass-throughs, like flat 70s. Like, even riding around now, I have noise cancelling off, so I can at least hear the road. But yeah, back to existential crisis time. One of the awkward things with the Wii specifically, which is how I'm doing GameCube games, to be able to. So let's pull the veil back because sometimes it's 50 million times, but you know, announce it for the 50th. I want to play through Colosseum and XC Gale of Darkness because I've just never done it. Never done it. It'd be interesting, and very specifically, Colosseum was one of those games that I constantly saw advertised as a kid and like put on this pedestal, like that period of me being a kid around the release of like Colosseum and Ruby Sapphire specifically, because Emerald was when I think I got my first personal version of the Pokemon game. Other than that, technically, Pokemon Yellow is my brother's. It was either Emerald or Leaf Green was the one I got for myself. But essentially, I want to fill that gap in my game knowledge, and then the only gap I have after that is, unfortunately, at least core game wise, because I consider Colosseum like a core game. Colosseum and XD, because they have their own region and things like that. Then you have like your core game adjacent, like Ranger and whatever. Like everything that expands the world and stuff that ties into the main series. But back then, those are essentially the two I want to play the most. I need an adapter because the full HDMI and DisplayPort, which DisplayPort is not console standard, let's just rather aside here. I need to adapt a component signal or SCART signal, which Yeah, that was me with Gen 4 as well. So, like, Gen 3 was, like I say, me hopping back in, but then I had a decent group of, like, 3 or 4 of us as kids. And we'd say, like, so when Down the Hill came out, at least one of us out of the 4 would get the opposite version. And I kind of looked like, as I kept going and gotten older, which makes sense. Biggest entertainment franchise in the world by a little indie company. It's such a dumb joke. Basically, I've always managed to find at least one other person and done the exact same thing as what you're saying there, is like coordinate that someone has the opposite. Kind of like we knew why we should have done it, but we never took full advantage of it. Because the idea obviously behind that is like, oh, that's how you complete your Pokedex and do stuff like that. Never did that really until never did that until really like Sun and Moon started doing that for like every game, and ended up where you see me now. Yeah, I can't remember. The reason I was kind of like hesitating there is mainly I also realized there's a bike lane near them at least. And excuse that in my blind spot. Nah, I almost wanted it. Yeah. I need to check because I know for some of them, if you have played just a fair game in the series, sometimes you would only need. Oh, sorry. Reverse that. Flip it. Toss it on its head. Riding a bike, thinking and talking. Apparently, talking takes a lot of oxygen that you should really be using for riding around. Yeah, thought. Where was I going with it? If you got the first one, so before, like, let's call it the final version of what the games were, sometimes you would still need the alternate version because the version exclusive wouldn't cover them all. It'd take like some exclusives or not. I could be just spreading misinformation there. And most likely I am spreading misinformation. Yeah, that's just kind of like what I do when I'm not actively at a computer. I'm just chatting out of it. But yeah, I do miss that kind of like you would get the final version of a game and you can kind of like guarantee it. Which I'm trying to remember rightly. People always say like, oh, they have plans for like Z, but then didn't do it. Which yes, but the kind of like the effect of why that usually comes up is, oh, they did like that's when they stopped doing final versions of games. But if you look back, it's like the one they actually stopped doing third version games wasn't even like black 2, white 2. It's like it's black and white because they got, I guess, in a very backwards way, the Ultra Sun and Moon treatment. Ish, although they got story consideration, so they did it right. Ultra Sun and Moon just did it wrong. So Gen 4, like Platinum, which to be fair, if you're gonna land on like a final version of a game, Platinum was a great like definitive version of a generation. It fixed a lot of the issues and everyone loves it and it's super expensive and I'd love to have a version, but unfortunately that was like a weird place. Like, so like I mentioned, Gen 3 kind of got really into it. Gen 4, very heavy, but like Gen 5 was a weird time in like age and school and bits where I was just naturally dropping off. Like it wasn't cool to be playing Pokemon. Yeah, like that's why I was thinking they're more like a definitive version of what the game should be. Like they took the lessons from back in Gen 4, you know, in Gen 7. I think they were together Gen 7, Gen 6 was what we're about to get a remake of for the Skip and Gen 5. With the remake it. We get just I've been a bit heavier into surprisingly. I was gonna say I've been a bit heavier into programming lately. I don't think I can get heavier than I am, but I've been playing a bit more like the tactical things for playing. And get myself kind of used to playing the games for and sorry for if this looks absolutely terrible, it's gonna lighten. You have to be seen of it. Right, 1 second. I think that's gonna be, yeah, lights on. Cool. Hopefully people will be back into me. I've been playing Legends a bit more. One, so I can set up feature hunts, which you can guess. If I'm playing Legends, there are shiny locks in there. I'm not playing Legends to play Legends. I'm playing Legends to play BDSP. Because I realized from the Living Decks, I actually have another 2, I think, mostly completed games because I needed an Amorous twice. So I went into my alternate account on the Switch. Finished that day, finished the Decks, caught Arceus again, which means because I have Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Let's go with this. Yeah. Need a bit of dry cough for a second. Yeah, what's amazing is I literally just said I wanted to get dry for a second. The podcast there. What's on, mate? You're also running in the rain. We are both the smartest of people. Yeah, anyway, back to it. Finished Arceus, caught it, and now because I got both versions, I've now got 2 games that I can punch Arceus in, and because the account that I finished it on is connected to online, I can send over like Twitch, or not Twitch, or yeah, Twitch data, but also save game data. So I can hunt it if I want to on 2 Twitch accounts, which is obviously just for an idea. If I ever get people like mine to chat and do something that maybe isn't this on another day. It's okay. Now the clock's here, probably end stream and make way back at some point. Now I'm just riding like idly out of it. Something. Yeah. I've basically done everything. I just need to complete on that profile a saving Shining Pearl. Other than that, good to go. I can do the Arceus hunt. I can hunt Darkrai in 1 game, same as I did with Shaman. Annoyingly. And what I'm trying to work out is how do I hunt a second Shaman, which okay, there's a lot around this that it's like very technical and knowledge of updates that need to be adhered to very specifically. So, save-wise, it will always want you to be on like the latest update. Then the save game needs to at minimum match that version. It would let you come. The actual games update version won't match. Let's say your game save is at 1.2, but your update is 1.3. If you then somehow downgrade to 1.2, it will still let you play. But if your save game is 1.3, it's now incompatible with 1.2, even if like you just can't downgrade it essentially. So what I actually need to do is And annoyingly, it's fine someone around me who might have version 1.1.2 very specifically of the diamond or triangle. If someone has that, I can delete my update data and downgrade the game to it to match. Then make a save game in that version, play up to it, do specific glitches in that version, get the shaming, and shaming will be there because in like 1.1.3 and 1.1.4, they remove shaming. So that is one thing which is a massive wall for finishing a shiny shaming hunt at this point. So I've got one. I just can't quite get the second one for a form dex. There we go. So basically, massive wall there. Otherwise, not an issue. Other than the fact that trying to find those versions is a bit of a thing, because you need someone, if they had the game, to have never left it on auto update, so they didn't update past the version, because it's so hard to downgrade Switch game versions. You need to do match with local users and stuff like that. Or there are retail carts very specifically with those versions. It was giving me blind spot. I didn't know that opens my bird with a massive blind spot. So what's seeming like to live back to that after the whole thing just said. I am going to get a retail cart of either game with a very specific code on the back so I know what revision it is. Because both of mine are release revisions, so like revision 0. The version 1.0, which, annoyingly, 1.0 still won't work for the Shaman Hunt because it also wasn't integrated into the game at that point. Because that's how games are done, they're not finished on release. So even if I reverted the games to 1.0, factory, or maybe factory reset the Switch, so it doesn't know that there is an update and just leave it offline. The hunt still annoyingly wouldn't work. Because I could do all the glitches to get the shaming. But I think, and from what I've read online, this might also be where after the Switch 2's release, then I can factory reset my original Switch. Checking if this is true. But from what people have said, it's one of two things. Either shaming doesn't appear there until a version after 1.0, maybe a 1.1 version, or just the event islands in general aren't there. Like any of them that require, like even Dark White, for instance. It's not Full Moon Island, is it? It might be Full Moon Island, but whatever island Dark White appears on isn't there either, because they didn't implement them straight away. Yeah, in terms of like legendary channels, those are my massive hurdles to me. Just the one, everything else should be fine. Every like the Gen 1 hunt on an issue, I can replay Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, either one, to get every legendaries in that, like Utsuma Spirit itself, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina is a big one I want to do. And I have 2 games set up for Arceus. Squeaky breaks. Yeah, hopefully when I watch the stream back, everything should look okay. I know it's not being the most scene thing, I've just kind of like ridden in a straight line and talked with it. But I'm also gonna have to start riding back home now, so I don't want to dox myself, ideally. So I think to be honest, it's not too far off a normal hunt, unless you're talking Scarlet and Violet, kind of like method hunting. That's the thing. Because Shaman was like 1,000 checked. Oh, yeah, so I mean, if you've done them, most legendary hunts, at least like I think Shaman, I did get lucky because it was a runaway method. The main thing is just if you're going to do a legendary hunt, which this is me having only ever done one. But you know, coming from the most informative of places, just look up all the different methods, because even if you saw in the Discord between me and Lavender, I'm gonna get up here and then no, let's get to the top of this hill and just keep chatting. Between me and Lavender, I was using a method that she didn't realize was a thing, so she had longer resets. And this is Lavender, the person who is very knowledgeable when it comes to planning up methods. We've all seen the mathematics and algorithms and working out chances and percentages and stuff. You can just miss one small little detail and the thing could take you slightly longer. So it's one of those, like, once you've looked into everything and you know you do it the fastest way, it's just back to that traditional, I'm saying traditional, everything before overworld encounters, like proper overworld encounters, not like Sword and Shield where it was technically overworld, but not because in the overworld it didn't show. Anyway, it changed the event. Whatever. Just you look at the great background things is what I'll say. You don't need to just keep that active. Because player like a doctor and for some of you all the ones, it was nice not having to pay full attention. They could be way more background tasks. Which is kind of why I do acknowledge why some people will play like the older games rather than doing overworld and constant like Legends Arc and stuff. Because you can do the other stuff on the side. Like your standing hunting streams can be more chill, you can talk and chat and things, because you're not looking around actively for some sparkles that only activate when you get close, because that is how Legends Arceus works. You have to actually get close, otherwise you won't hear the sound or see the sparkles. Or when it comes to like Scarlet Violet, you're not just waiting for something to look different and screaming. You can look away, and then when you get into the actual country, you see the sparkles and you know you've hit your mark. There's no doubt, or like, I feel sort of like what I've used this phrase a lot in videos, like shiny hunting paranoia. I feel like overworld encounters have made everything easier but introduced more paranoia. Mainly because you don't have like any signifiers. And this hill was steeper than I thought it was. Okay, I have to get back from here. I thought I was going to get up the hill. Hopefully, squeaky pigs. Hopefully the stream's been interesting enough for a tech test. Cheers for sticking with me. I will introduce me. Hopefully I don't dox myself. Let's go into team viewer, move myself back in. And hopefully I can use the end stream, otherwise get ready for camera off stream as I ride back home. At least it stopped raining, thankfully. I feel like I'm doing or trying to avoid doing a thing parents do. Where, God, oh, I can hear myself. I'm going to try and say the password and want to type it out loud. So I don't give away my password for team viewer because that would be really bad. But like I said, I'm gonna end stream here. Cheers for sticking with me, and hopefully I might catch us at some point later this week. It is only Wednesday, but yeah. Cheers, and I'll see you in a bit.